There is a popular belief that mentally strong people are somehow different from everyone else. We imagine them as individuals who never doubt themselves, never struggle with fear, and never feel overwhelmed by life's challenges. From a distance, their confidence can seem effortless, as though resilience is something they were simply born with. But the truth is far less glamorous and far more encouraging. Mental strength is not something people are given. It is something they develop through repeated encounters with difficulty. One of the hardest lessons in life is realizing that challenges are not exceptions to the human experience. They are part of it. Every person, regardless of success, intelligence, wealth, or status, eventually faces disappointment, uncertainty, failure, loss, rejection, or unexpected change. Yet many people spend years believing that once they solve their current problems, life will finally become easy. The result is a constant battle against reality itself. When difficulties appear, they often interpret them as evidence that something has gone wrong. They wonder why life feels hard, why progress takes so much effort, or why obstacles keep appearing. What they fail to recognize is that struggle is not necessarily a sign of failure. In many cases, it is simply the price of growth. Modern culture often promotes the idea that discomfort should be avoided whenever possible. We are encouraged to seek convenience, instant gratification, and quick solutions. While comfort has its place, a life built entirely around avoiding discomfort creates an unexpected consequence. It leaves people emotionally unprepared for the challenges they will inevitably face. When adversity arrives, even small setbacks can feel overwhelming because they have never developed confidence in their ability to handle difficulty. Mental strength begins when we stop expecting life to be easy and start accepting that challenges are part of the journey. This shift may sound simple, but it changes everything. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" resilient people often ask, "What can this teach me?" Instead of viewing obstacles as proof that they should quit, they see them as opportunities to adapt, learn, and grow. This perspective does not eliminate pain. Difficult experiences remain difficult. However, it transforms the way people respond to those experiences. And in the long run, your response to adversity matters far more than the adversity itself. One of the greatest differences between emotionally fragile people and emotionally resilient people is not the amount of pain they experience. It is the meaning they attach to that pain. Two individuals can face the same setback and interpret it in completely different ways. One sees failure as proof that they are incapable. The other sees failure as feedback. One sees rejection as evidence that they are not good enough. The other sees rejection as part of the process. The event itself may be identical, but the interpretation changes everything. Psychologists have long understood that human beings are remarkably adaptable. We can recover from circumstances that once seemed impossible. We can rebuild after loss, learn from mistakes, and grow through experiences that initially felt unbearable. Yet this capacity is often hidden beneath fear. Many people underestimate their own resilience because they have never been forced to discover it. This is one reason why responsibility plays such a powerful role in personal development. Taking responsibility does not mean blaming yourself for everything that happens. Rather, it means focusing on what remains within your control. You may not control every circumstance, but you can influence your response. You can decide whether you learn from an experience or become defined by it. When people adopt a mindset of helplessness, they often surrender that power. They begin viewing themselves as passive observers of their own lives, waiting for conditions to improve before they take action. Unfortunately, this approach rarely creates meaningful change. Growth occurs when people recognize that while they cannot control everything, they can always control their next step. Resilient individuals understand this deeply. They do not waste energy wishing reality were different. Instead, they ask how they can move forward from where they are. This mindset creates momentum. It transforms setbacks into lessons and challenges into opportunities for development. Over time, every difficulty overcome becomes evidence. Every obstacle navigated successfully reminds the brain that it is capable of handling more than it once believed. Confidence grows not because life becomes easier, but because you become stronger. And that strength is not measured by how often you avoid hardship. It is measured by how effectively you continue moving forward when hardship inevitably appears. A journey toward mental strength does not begin with a dramatic breakthrough. More often, it starts with a decision to stop running from every uncomfortable feeling, a decision to stop waiting for perfect circumstances, a decision to trust that growth is possible even when progress feels slow. Many people spend years searching for confidence when what they truly need is evidence. Confidence is not built through positive thinking alone. It is built through experiences that prove you can handle challenges, recover from setbacks, and continue moving forward despite uncertainty. Every difficult conversation, every obstacle overcome, every moment of perseverance becomes another piece of evidence supporting a stronger identity. This is why resilience grows gradually. Like a muscle, it develops through repeated use. Each challenge provides an opportunity to strengthen it. Some experiences will test you more than others. Some seasons of life will feel heavier than expected. But every time you choose to engage with reality instead of hiding from it, you become a little stronger than before. It is also important to remember that mental strength is not about becoming emotionless. Resilient people still experience fear, sadness, frustration, and disappointment. The difference is that they do not allow those emotions to permanently define their actions. They feel them, process them, learn from them, and continue moving forward. Perhaps the most empowering realization is that resilience is available to everyone. It is not reserved for extraordinary individuals. It is built through ordinary decisions repeated consistently over time. The decision to show up, the decision to try again, the decision to learn instead of quit, the decision to keep moving forward even when the outcome remains uncertain. Life will always contain challenges. There will always be moments when things do not go according to plan. But the goal is not to create a life free from difficulty. The goal is to become the kind of person who can face difficulty without losing hope, purpose, or direction. Because true mental strength is not the absence of struggle. It is the ability to continue growing through it. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to Clever Girl Academy and watch the next video in this transformation series. Your next breakthrough might be one click away.